Yo, this your boy J Star back again with the Sunday morning football, early morning London game. Should be really good, man. This is one of the best ones I've seen them put together. It looks like just with Atlanta, finally having a pretty good offense, and the Jaguars finally having a really good offense. We had to watch the Jaguars all those London games, man, and just with sorry offenses. So this is the first time where I think we got a very exciting two offensive games. Hopefully we in for a good show. But getting into this as I always do, let me just make sure real quick, because I don't think there was any injuries to report from this game. But I do know it's a mixture, I forgot, of the defense that Atlanta is playing. So let me check. I don't see anything looking wrong so far. No. Okay. So yeah, both of these teams are pretty much healthy, completely healthy here. But as we always do, we go over, personnel these teams run to help us really narrow down who we should be, playing in these games and who we should not be taking a shot at because they probably won't be on the field as much. It looks like we got Atlanta here. They're playing a lot of 21 personnel. They're one of the highest playing, I think at least a top 10 21 personnel. They don't really run a lot of 11, having 3 wide receiver sets. They run a lot of 2 backs on the field. And if not, they probably go into a lot of 12. It looks like 2 as well. Let me just check that one more time. Believe they do a lot of 12 after they come out of that. Yeah, they're heavily 12 and just double tight end, even 13 personnel, man. They're doing double tight end, triple tight end, and then from there they're doing 2 backs, at the same time, 2 backs, 2 tight ends. They're heavy. So that only really sets up for a Bijan Robinson, a Algier, and from there after that it's where is he at? I know they haven't been using him right or giving him enough targets, but it still sets up for Pitts, man, just because they're doing a lot of double tight end, trying to get Pitts in good situations, or he's just blocking, and running routes too as well. But Algier, you see the amount of touches he's getting every game, and Bijan Robinson, they're going heavily to this run, man. Just sets up for these to be the best captain plays. If the team is doing well and are scoring, a lot, or even scoring at least 3 times in a game, then these are the ones that they're setting up their plays for. So besides that, if you want to go with some other options here, for flex, like I said, they're doing 2 wide receiver sets. London is in on most of all those plays. Besides him, it would be where is he at? Hollins. These are the 2 wide receivers that's in on all those 2 wide receiver set plays that they're running. Because like I said, they're not running 11. So there's no reason to basically add another receiver here. These are the 2 wide receivers that's in most of the time. So if a big play happens, it should be, and they plan on throwing deep down the field. And it's not to one of those tight ends. Definitely, Mac Hollins and London. They're basically, their slot receiver or third receiver is Pitts and also Jonnu Smith. So for $2,000, you got to go with Jonnu Smith. Let me see. Do they have another tight end here? Since they're running some also 13. They even have Pruitt. Yeah, so, if you want to take a low, he just got at least 1 catch the last game. Like I said, they're running at 13, so you can also take a shot there. Besides that, we got all the backs and everything. Not really looking at the quarterback other than him maybe rushing the ball. If that would probably be the only way I see him getting in there, really, because he's just not throwing enough for them. They really want to run the ball. They want to run the ball in for the touchdown. So it's hard for me to take Ritter. But on the other side here, this team on the other side, Jacksonville, they're playing. Let me make sure. I believe they're barely out of the top 10, or they're in the top 10. No, they're in the top 10 and playing 11. So they're running 3 wide receiver sets, but they also are running a lot of 12, so double tight end sets. I'm definitely looking at Ingram being captain here, and since they're running a lot of 12, and now especially because of Zay Jones being out, the backups for Zay Jones that are coming in, we're looking at, who is those backups right now? It's not really, players that we're looking to put in the lineup here too much, because they're not really going to them. I'm trying to find, where are the other receivers that I know? I know Agnew. Where is he at? Must have went past him already or something. I guess he's higher up than what he usually is. Or am I tripping here? Oh, there he is, questionable. But he's even questionable, and that's probably their third receiver that they're putting in for the 11 right now. If he's not able to go, because what is the reason? Game time decision. Okay, so we gotta look at that then, because without Zay, okay, let's see. So without Zay there, I'm like, who is their next backup? We have T Jones here that at least, okay, so he at least plays. So we got Tim Jones there, man. You know, if you want to take a dart shot there, I don't really think there's anybody else though. Besides that, I'm like, they're running a lot of 12. So, you know, whoever believe we got Strange, you know, is another tight end you could take a shot at because they're doing 12 sets here too. Yeah, I would think it's Strange. I thought it was another tight end that I'm missing though. I guess not. I know they drafted Strange, so you know he probably would be the one. Besides that, yeah, we're looking for though just captain options here though. I'm definitely looking at, like I said, Ingram. I think Kirk or Ridley, you know, are in play here. You know, if they're, because this team likes to throw a lot. They want to throw a lot. You know, and getting into their best receiving weapons. Like I said, they're doing 12, so it's 2 wide receivers. Double tight end, so they're trying to get Ingram, you know, in the best spot. I'm looking at these 3 being the best options here for this game. At, you know, captain at least. If you want to try to take Lawrence, I see him only really getting there if he ends up rushing in a touchdown or something like that. But besides these 3, when we're looking at the flex options here, you could take shots at ETN. Like I said, I'm kind of mad though how he didn't do well in the last game against Houston. But at the same time, this team is such a heavy passing team. I know they did at least run 19 times. They tried at least a little bit. You know, with the targets though, 2 with 5. He's always going to be in play because this is still a very explosive offense. So, you know, you got to put him in there. I'm trying to see the Bigsby you know, move up at all into his attempts. No, they're still very low. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be like a hit and miss with taking him. And because I believe he already had a touchdown though, right? Yeah, he got 2 touchdowns. Okay, so 1 in each. Okay, wow, yeah. So he's, you know, a low option you can also take, you know, there. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing somebody else at the top here for Jacksonville. No, it does not look like I am. So, like I said, we do have the Tim Jones dude at $400. If you want to have some savings there, probably will get used. If Agnew is not able to go, if Agnew's able to go, then it's definitely should be Agnew over him. And that's about it. Besides that, you know, definitely could take shots at these kickers. You know, I believe definitely Atlanta. I know they go to Coog and everything like that. He does get a lot of kicks. You know, he got 13 points, 7 points, decent amount of points there. What I want to say, McManus. Let's see how he's been doing. Okay, so we had 8 and 10 on the first 2 games. Then we went to like 5. They struggled that last game to score. But in this team, also Jacksonville has a hard time scoring in the red zone. But, you know, I think this game should be a better game for them. I'm thinking, though, for me, picking my one lineup for this showdown here, man, I'm thinking I'm going with Ingram to hit. Atlanta's just so bad against that tight end, man. And with Zay Jones being out, I think it also benefits him a little bit because they might have been attacking more with the wide receivers a little more in this game if, you know, Zay Jones was there. But with him being out, you know, they're going to use Ingram a little bit more as a wide receiver, you know, and then they're doing a lot of 12-2 sets, so that's also benefits to him. It's going to get him in the right spot and positions to get good matchups for him to succeed. Hopefully, I'm thinking we're looking at a huge game from him. We haven't had it yet. And now it's like he goes overseas and everything like that when you can't pick him on the slate, and it just makes so much sense that he would end up going off. So I like Ingram there. I'm definitely going to go ahead and probably take Trevor Lawrence to go with him. I'm trying to think, though, where do I want to go with for Atlanta, though, at least for running back against them. I'm trying to say, like, do I want Algier over Bijan? But, man, like, because it's not like the Jacksonville Jaguars is giving up, like, mad points or something like that to running backs. You know, so It's not, it's not like the most easiest thing to just say, okay, we just taking Bijan because we know they're giving that up. But it could be the backup back just because the way Atlanta's been playing, like they're giving up opportunities to both of these backs. But looks like where we need to attack Jacksonville the most is at tight end. I'm gonna take a shot at Pitts as a run back so far in this lineup. And let's see where else do I want to go here. It's looking like next spot I think I want to go to is getting a Jags wide receiver, and I'm like they're like almost an even bunch over here. What they play for Atlanta, they're like almost mid pack for playing man and zone defense. Man, which kind of sucks. I'm just trying to think like, are they gonna press man on Ridley? Because if so, I think I would kind of go lean Kirk. And I think they both, how many targets they beginning? 6 targets last game. They played a man-style defense that game with Houston. And he got 15 still, which is decent points. I think really got kind of shut down. So I think Atlanta might have saw that game and might have decided to probably lean a little bit more man-style defense here. So I'm going to go ahead and take Kirk to probably outplay Ridley here. And then let's see what else do I want to do here. Got a lot of money here, so I could pay up somewhere. I could probably still get, I could take Bijan still from here. So I'll go ahead and take Bijan just because the work, load he's been getting, and I don't think they're still going to use Cordell Patterson yet. But 16 attempts here, completely with the targets and everything like that. Probably goes back up. This game was not competitive, so it really hurt them. But if we get back to more of a competitive game here, I don't see how he's not being used. For $5,000 left over now. Let's see what we got. We got Jags defense, which I don't mind taking a shot at. I could see Ritter making some mistakes. Mac Hollins, I believe he's the one that's actually doing better against. Let me make sure. Wait, because Jags is playing a zone style defense this year, and I believe Mac Hollins is actually the one that's playing better against zone style defenses. So let me just check that real quick before I put that together here. Where we got. So yes, definitely looking like it's going to be like a Mac Hollins is the person who's been benefiting the most against zone style defenses. Yeah. So I would probably go with Mac. I don't mind taking the Jags defense though, or one of these kickers too. So like I like this area period. Even Falcons defense too. I just like this area. So I'm gonna go ahead though for this lineup though. Just go ahead and take Mac Hollins and I finished that up. I think this is a 3v3 now. So yeah, cool. I like this, man. London game, man. Good early morning start. Win some money early and get started with the full slate afterwards. Good luck though, y'all. Hope this really helps y'all out. It's your boy J Star. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and win that big money. I'm out. Peace, y'all.